Morning everyone. I'll obviously kick off with the broadcast section and we'll come to the huddle for the newspapers. So if we're all ready, Rob, away you go.
Morning, Arsene.
Good morning.
This will be your 700th league game with Arsenal manager this weekend. Is the North London derby remain as special as ever?
Yes, of course, because the two teams are fighting very hard to be at the top of the league, and it is, I think, can be a spectacular game.
1-1 draw at the Emirates earlier in the season, but how different is the challenge for an Arsenal team at White Hart Lane?
Look, it is in the derbies, the home ground is not too significant sometimes because it's a high commitment, high pace, and we just focus on the quality of our game and the quality of our performance no matter where we play, and we'll do the same again tomorrow.
In terms of the team news, we've heard that Alexis is out, but good news on Danny Welbeck and Jack Wilshere.
Danny Welbeck is back. Jack Wilshere will join in normal training next week. He's ahead of schedule. And Sanchez, for me, he's out, although he wants to have a go today, but I think he's too short.
And lastly from me, the team's in great form, 5 straight wins in all competitions since New Year's Day. What do you put that upturn in form down to?
Look, confidence, the fact that we defend better maybe, and we'll have another good test tomorrow on that aspect of our game. And after, football is fragile when you have not the confidence to have positive results behind you. It makes everybody stronger, and we have as well recovered mainly all our defenders now, and that is of course important.
Yeah.
Arsene, how far away from starting is Gabriel Paulista?
Paulista can start at the moment. I think he's ready to start. He's just not used to play in our back four, and he doesn't master the language at the moment at all, you know. And but he's physically ready.
Would it be risky to play him in this match?
No, I think at the moment more. I have no not specially tempted to change the in the middle of our defense, because we are going through a strong spell defensively. But he's ready to play.
How disappointed were you with the pictures of Jack Wilshere with a shisha pipe?
Look, it is I've spoken with him about that. He's not a smoker, but he is of course sorry for what happened. But it's down to him to master his life. It was he had the day off the next day. He went out to watch the Super Bowl, and when he's here, he has to follow the rules that we dictate here. When he's out of his job, it's his own responsibility to behave like he wants to behave.
You say he's not a smoker, but it's not the first time. There have been 2
You must
previous
have
incidents,
good photographers. I don't think there is any more to add on that. I believe this photo has been taken at 12:30 when you watch the Super Bowl, and I don't know more of what happened, and it's not of a big interest.
What do you say to those people, though, who say maybe there's a bit of a smoking culture at Arsenal?
I think these people. What I say is these people are wrong.
There's a report that Callum Chambers' move from Southampton is being investigated, apparently because of a complaint to a third party. Are you happy that everything is above board?
Yes. I'm very happy about his transfer. I made over 350 transfers since I'm here, and we have a lot of inquiries about them, and we had never any problem.
In terms of the transfer window, it shut on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Were you happy with the with the business that you did?
Yeah, I'm very happy because for me the target during this transfer window was on two fronts. The first is to get a defender in, central defender in, what we did, and the second is as well to extend the contracts of Coquelin and Akpom, and that's what I did as well. So we are very happy with what we did.
And tell me, what did you make of the news this week that Harry Redknapp resigned? We don't often see a Premier League manager resign.
No, it was a complete shock and a surprise. But when it's down to health reason, you respect that, of course. You feel sorry, because I think Harry has the competence and the knowledge to, with his experience, to get QPR out of trouble. And it was a complete surprise.
Will the Premier League miss him?
Yeah, of course, because he arrived 18 years ago and he was already working in the Premier League, you know, of course.
Steve?
Arsene, are you worried, having spoken to Jack Wilshere about smoking, are you worried that he might be getting a bit of a reputation as a bad boy?
Yes, you're always worried for your players that they get what they don't deserve, and but I think I observe him well, and he behaves in a very professional way, I must say, because he is every morning is certainly one of the first in, and every afternoon certainly the last out. He works very hard. He has gone through some bad spells in his career and always recovered. And I think it would be wrong to give him that kind of reputation, because he's a very serious player and he works very hard.
Do you feel that you've not got through to him because you've already spoken to him a couple of times?
Sorry?
Do you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
that you've not
I think, you know, sometimes you have been 20 as well. You need sometimes as well to release a little bit the pressure. But I think today it's much more difficult, because everywhere you go, people have make photos, and a photo doesn't always 1 second of your life doesn't define who you are, you know. And I believe you have to take that with a distance as well. I remember when I was in Brazil, I've been seen with some photos of people I didn't even know they were around me, you know. So you have to be very careful about that.
How much are you going to miss Sanchez tomorrow?
Sorry?
How much are you going to miss Sanchez tomorrow?
I don't think about the game like that. We just want to play our game and perform. We have enough offensive options. We are not short. And I think we have enough offensive power. If all of us perform individually and collectively well, we can get above that.
And you've had a lot of good results against Tottenham over the years. I don't think you've conceded a goal for about 5 years. Well, why do you think that is against Tottenham?
There's no rational explanation there. We just go there and try to perform, and we focus on what we want to do.
Arsene, we seem to have talked about smoking a few times this season, but is there a risk with Jack that if he doesn't stop it, that he's not going to fulfil his potential?
No, I don't think there's anything more to add to that. I believe he works hard, he practices well, he's ahead of schedule in his training. He's 2 weeks ahead. You don't do that if you not serious. As I told you, he's first in, last out, and he works very hard to get there. I'm not worried at all about that.
In terms of Alexis, I know you say he's injured, but is it still difficult to tell him he's not playing, because he seems to always want to?
That's not easy, yes.
Is he taking it badly that you're not going to play?
He wants to play, of course, but he's very keen. He thinks he can even defy the medical people, you know, because he's so keen to play that things can get overstrained.
Is there any chance that if he trains today that he could feature? Definitely.
I don't know yet, you know. I need medical advice on that, and I need as well to see what he can do in training.
Tottenham have had, as we know, so many managers, 13 I think it is, in your time here. it important that they stick with Pochettino almost whatever happens this season?
Look, technical stability is important everywhere.
Because they've not had a lot of that. have they?
Look, yes, but I don't know why, and it's not down to me to interfere with that.
Jim?
Arsene, when Jack is fully fit, does he face a real battle now to get back into the side all the time he's out?
Any player has a battle in our squad now. We have a compact squad, but a very competitive one in every single position. You need to be at your best to have a chance to play.
Do you feel when you've got Jack back now and Alexis Sanchez is fit again that you've got the squad capable now to make a challenge for the rest of the season and not just target the top?
I feel yes, of course, but that was it. Is the target of us until the end of the season. We are 4 months in front of us that are very important to everybody, and it's how well we can focus in every single game, how well we can perform together, that will decide our season.
Just on the January transfer window, were you surprised at maybe the lack of big moves that we saw on sort of deadline day? There wasn't really much happening.
No, I saw on television people were a bit lost, jobless, and I would just like to say it shows that still financial fair play had an impact, for sure, because we have the experience of seasons before. It was never such a low activity level across Europe. I must say, basically nothing happened, and it pushes even more an idea forward. Is let's completely get rid of it, and go from season to season with the same players.
Do you think that would work? Just stop it in August, and everyone has to get on with it until August.
Yes, because it can disturb the cohesion of the groups within the season. Because when the players don't play in October or end of September, they already think maybe I move in January. You lose them, and in our job it's important that everybody is on board, and I find the transfer window disturbing.
Okay, last couple now, Paul.
Arsene, have you cured your problem with the early Saturday kickoffs?
We had never any specific problem with the timing of the kickoff. Believe me, it's just what we had a problem with last season in this kind of games is the quality of our performance. But that was never down. You played 1:30 or 12:45. Let's be serious. It's not 45 minutes later that you feel absolutely fantastic and terrible at 45 minutes earlier. This is not true. It's a joke.
And how pleased have you been with the way Mesut Ozil has hit the ground running since his return?
He's worked hard as well. He has similar attitude to Jack when he came back from injury, and he worked extremely hard physically to be fit, and he benefits from it now.
And finally, Mark.
Arsene, how much praise have you had for Pochettino? He's obviously taken this philosophy of bringing through the best young players, very much like you have done at Arsenal. Does that take some commitment, considering when you see all the other clubs spending so much money, it's quite a statement?
Yes, but I think this season, the players who play this season have already played last season. Ben Taleb, for example, has played last season a lot. He came out last season. Mason, yes, came through this season. And of course, Tottenham is like us. They have always very good youth teams, and they have always the quality to bring players out.
How impressed have you been with Harry Kane this year?
He was absolutely outstanding until now, and impressive the way he has made his way through, and the personality shows on the pitch. He's one of the players that since the start of the season has made a big impact in the Premier League.
Does it show that homegrown players still can come through the ranks and go all the way to the
I'm convinced of that. That's why I always say, the quota system, all that is a false and superficial protection. The quality, when the players have the quality, they play, no matter where they are from, and that's why we have to support that. Let's go for quality, and let's get our young players to be confronted with top quality players. If they make it, then they are really good players.